Hi, this is Joel Saliman again, and my father, Captain Norman Saliman, was killed in Vietnam on March 3rd, I think it was, 1969. He was a captain in charge of a MACV team. This is at a recorder. He did make tapes and sent them home. And so I'm going to go and play some of these, hopefully, but I want to get through his record first. And these are some of the cassettes. Here's one from, this is one from the MAT2 or MAT3 Team 91. So I'm not sure what's on these, but I want to get through the paperwork first. And this is Casualty Division, CGUSAIC, Fort Benning. Payment of death gratuities. That's just the insurance. He did actually die on March 12th, 69. I think I mentioned that he had somebody write a letter or do a tape, and I told my mom he was going to be the hottest lover in town when he got home, unfortunately, before he died. The Western Union telegrams to his mother and father. Didn't really know him. There's a whole nother issue there with his family, but anyway, I'm doing what I can do, and that's what it is basically. I did look through a little bit of this briefly, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. It just brings up a lot of issues and pain and anguish. So it says the award of the Bronze Star. Okay, this was back in '67, April 4th, '67. March '66 to February '67. 5th Infantry, Company B, 1st Battalion, mechanized, 5th Infantry, 25th Infantry Division. He was a sergeant, E5. And Butch is on one of the pictures I posted. He was served with them during this time. Notorious service in connection with military operations against the hostile force. As I mentioned, my father was a combat veteran, a sharpshooter, parachute school. I just don't believe he accidentally had his gas can explode. It was closer to the booby trap. Once again, I'm trying to find the people that he actually served with that were actually there besides the one supposed second in command. One piece of paper says they were burning grass. Another one says he was burning trees. He said they were burning a sniper nest, which in reality is more likely. And of course, if I was a sniper, if you were a sniper and somebody was burning your hide, you'd probably be trying to take them out also, especially when you saw that it was an officer. But it's just my own personal belief. First award was actually June '61. Second award, oh, let's see here. Parachute badge. BCM, PH, BSM with device, not sure exactly what those are, but those are the medals there. Vietnamese counteroffensive medal or campaign, 2 of them. DAM SG 77004 and VN counteroffensive. Okay, so this was actually him putting up his men for awards during that battle. Basically, I think it was destroying landmines, and they missed one. Even back then, they had IEDs. Service, tree commissioned. These are the records of assignment. 65, platoon leader, in July, September 65, platoon leader, 66 casual, not sure exactly what that means. E&R possibly en route to USA RPAC Vietnam. Assistant C of SG1, okay, that was when he was assigned to the PX. That was in 66. Well, March 66. Then October, he went back to platoon leader, HHC 1st Battalion Mechanized. Okay, so that was when he was in Chu Chin, I think it was. Platoon leader. He was an XO in 67 January. XO in April of 56 Company, 5th STUBN. Okay, that was in Fort Benning, Georgia, possibly. Assistant XO in September 67, Fort Benning, Georgia. CO in September 67, Fort Benning. Then in 68, S2/S3, COA ISB TSB 3A-3151-01 Fort Benning. So I think that was a school. Then in February, it was at Fort Bragg. February, BNS2 at HHC 2nd Battalion, 504th Infantry, Fort Bragg. Then in August of 98, it was the Airborne Division, Fort Bragg. I thought he broke his leg, but anyway. And then August of 68, he was en route to USAR PAC. October 68, STUO and then TDY, which is a temporary duty assignment, I guess, USARB Advisory School. So yeah, he was an advisory to the ARB. U.S. Military Assistant Command, which is the MACV. SD 5891, not sure exactly what that is. October, en route to USMACV. And then November 68, a G, this is his MOS G2520. So I'll make a note of that. I have to look that up and see exactly what it is. But he's obviously training the Vietnamese regulars and also I think going on patrols with them also. So it was active duty combat. They were pretty close to Cambodia, to the border. One of the major routes, I printed out a map. And then this G250-20 SRAD MAT 3, Roman numeral 3, or 30, I guess, MAT 30-2, 30 ITZ, comma CI, so counterintelligence, I think, but that's just a guess. That was the military set, the MACV SD 5891, and then of course March 12th, deceased. Date of annual audit, so I guess this is when he was giving awards to somebody. GCMDL first award, 61, same thing, 63, parachute badge, okay, so maybe this was his parachute badge he got in 65, and the Vietnamese service medal he got in, this was AR672-5-1, NDSM, VCM, PH, so Purple Heart he got in 68, or 66, I'm sorry, it looks like. And they had PH first OLC, so I'm not sure if he got 2 of them or not. BSM, Bronze Service Medal with Device, Infantry Division, 67, first OS Bar, CIB in 67, it's when he, I'm not really sure. And then BSM again, Vietnamese counteroffensive. Vietnamese counteroffensive the second time. Infantry Unit Commander 65. Parachutist 65. So he was career. I guess prior to that he was accounting, airplane maintenance in 58. I believe he was in Korea also. Him and my mom met in Italy. That's where my brother was born. Trans school, mid-trans, helicopter repair in 63. And then USA Infantry School, an officer candidate, 23 weeks in 65. So in 65 is when he became a, I guess, lieutenant, first lieutenant. Maybe because he had some school and some extra time, they put him straight to lieutenant. But I know he was temporarily lieutenant when he was in the 25th Infantry. Yeah, no, so actually in May he was second lieutenant, and then August, May 65, second lieutenant, first lieutenant, August 66, and then captain, November 1st, 67. I don't know, as a kid, you don't really think about the honor, you think about, you know what, he chose this over us, basically. And I still carry a lot of that around because, yeah, just because I did. But in my case, this is just basically breaking it down again in different forms. So a lot of paperwork in the military, but there was no after action report. There was no report on how he got killed. It was just, oh, okay, the captain died. It was by fire. So we'll just go ahead and put that down. So does that make sense to you? It doesn't make sense to me, but anyway, moving forward, student brigade, infantry school. Okay, so this was when he was in school. Okay, so that was his, I'm not sure exactly what it was, the Bronze Star, first Oak Leaf Cluster. Pretty sure you can forget the Bronze Star, then the Oak Leaf Cluster is when you get a second one. But anyway, and then he probably would have got a Silver Star or a Joint Service Commendation Medal if he'd been killed in action. That was what they had listed it as. So it's basically an honor thing, just to find out the real story. I don't know. But I felt the need to do it, so here I am. Hopefully I can get some answers besides the ones I haven't gotten. Still got a lot of paperwork to go, crazy stuff. Hopefully I'll find a report in here, but Department of the Army Special Orders, Extract 68, Hazardous Duty. Okay, so this was after they came out of Fort Bragg, headquarters, the 82nd Airborne Division. This is the assignment. Captain in HQ and HQ Company, 2nd Battalion, 504th Infantry. Effective date March 5th, 68. BOCG date confirmed, March 68. MOS, somebody had asked about that, 71542. I did find out that it was some listed as training officer, so I don't know if those cross-referenced, but I'll look it up and see. And all the other people that he was in school with. But this is flight aptitude selection test, and he was trying to go for a pilot. Rotary wing was 111, fixed wing was 145 with a composite score of 256. So not sure exactly what that means, but if you do know, if you could let me know, that would be great. I don't know if that's when he broke his leg and he was no longer eligible for the airborne. Maybe that's what it is. Attached to 3rd U.S. Army Intelligence School, Fort Bragg. Assignment to HHC 2nd Battalion, 504th Infantry. This is when he was in Fort Bragg, which is the MACV SOG training area, paratroopers, all those different things. Secret organization. Okay, so the HHC was in Fort Bragg. This was in March of '68, so right before he went in country again. Because he was a captain by that time. Just saying, check the crypto and stuff like that. Briefing certificate. Clearance security determination under EO 10450. Third U.S. Army, secrets, Korea, 14th of August 62 to November 62, then to Vietnam on March 66. March 2nd, 67. USAR PAC Vietnam NTC non-D. That's for 12 months. This is in Italy from 59 to 61. Probably was the helicopter mechanic. Change of Raider. Duty days 146. HHC 2nd Battalion, that's still Fort Bragg. All the signatures of the people, 1s and 2s, whatever that is, on D8 form 67-6. U.S. Army Officer Efficiency Report. S2, I think, was Intelligence Infantry Battalion, Airborne Division, Public Information Officer, Battalion Intelligence Officer, Outstanding Manner, Subject Officer organized the S2 section in such a manner as to keep the commander informed at all times and to support the companies with security information. Captain Saliman is a soft-spoken, mild-mannered individual who approaches every problem systematically and arrives at a practical solution. Recommend subject officer attend a career course as soon as possible. Its functioning during civil disturbance operations in Washington, D.C. in mid-April was particularly effective both in the Tactical Operations Center and in his liaison with the Metropolitan Police. A date on here besides that. Interesting. Headquarters, 9th Naval District. That's crazy. I was in the Navy for a Sea College program from 86 to 88. Which was my enlistment through the Sea College programs at a normal 4 years. After being lied to by my recruiter, that's why I got out after my 2 years as my contract was done, because they lied to me about going to the A school I really wanted. Which I qualified for, I should have fought for that, but anyway. This is his training back in October '58 for helicopter maintenance. Operations Center in Fort Rucker, Alabama. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Thank you for watching. If you served with him, great. Please let me know if you know somebody that did, and if you don't, just share it, and hopefully I can find somebody that served with him in the Bong Division Tri-Tam area, MACV Team 91. Thank you.